Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Super short little video for you today, and that's just to show you the rack that we've built for the back of the Jeep. So hope you enjoy. Yeah, for the rack first started when I bought the Teraflex heavy duty hinge and tire carrier. Well, the hinge itself has 3 fairly large mounting holes on it, all on a kind of common plane. So I know Teraflex makes some accessory mounts for high lift jacks, and they also have a cargo carrier of their own. So being that I'm too cheap to spend the $1,000 or whatever it is on their rack, I set out to design a rack, and my dad can fabricate aluminum, so I kind of described to him what I was after, and he basically helped turn that idea into reality. So I also like the idea of storing these Maxtrax vertically. Now, full disclosure, the mounting pins, they don't recommend, or they say that they're for storing the Maxtrax horizontally. So they seem pretty strong, so I'm storing them vertically. But what I have done here on this holder is actually put a bit of a plate, so they're actually resting down there. So that comprises the backbone of my rack, and then we have a basket up top, and followed by some supports down here at the back. So we just kind of eyeballed it. We gave it some space back here, and so far there isn't enough vibration to have any sort of contact. In addition to the rack, what we've done is made some mounts for the quick fists, and they can hold a shovel nicely. We've also relocated the third brake light, so even if you have it packed with cargo, you still have a really visible third brake light, and I kind of like that for the safety aspect of it. After the initial build, I did add a few extra supports, and then actually another one here too, so I can put jerry cans up here, and I'll show you that here in a moment. But yeah, otherwise I normally carry a Plano sportsman trunk up here, and I can keep some firewood in there, lash it down. There's a little bit of extra room to stash whatever else, and it's been good. One of the most recent additions is this propane mount. So we have the propane tank very securely mounted in here. There's a couple brackets here clamping it down, and then on this one in the back we actually have a hole for a padlock, so I'll be able to lock that propane tank down. So that's really super handy. And if I show you in the back here, if you do open it up, unlike a propane mount mounted on this back corner like I know a couple companies make, you'll be able to have a cook stove here on the table, hook up your propane, and you would be cooking dinner. So pretty awesome. So if you want to look, this is the back bracket. It's triangulated so that this basket's kind of well supported, and then it comes down here. So this is really your point of flex, and then this rests against the tire, so you only really have this much material that can really flex. The rest hits the tire. So while it does have a little bit of flex, a little bit of bounce, it's certainly not bad, and it's very well supported. We recently added the second support as well. Initially it only had the one, and then you can see here it's just how your spare tire carrier is bolted to the Jeep, using those same bolts to bolt on this bracket. So it's worked perfectly for me over the last year. I also put a rear view camera. So this Jeep's too old, didn't initially have one, so we have added one, which goes to a rear view mirror screen in the Jeep. So it works. It's not perfect, but it works really well for us. I've never seen one of the Teraflex carriers in person, but from what I've read is they weigh about 90 pounds or 95 pounds, and they can carry 75. This rack weighs about 30 pounds, and I mean, it's not rated for any specific amount of weight, but I can hang off, I'm over 200 pounds, and I can hang off this back corner, which is going to be the weakest point, and the rack hardly flexes. So it's plenty strong for what we need, and I'll just show you now how I normally can extend my trips by putting extra gas on the back. All right, so here are two empty Jeep style jerry cans. So typically, if I just need one, I can easily stash it here, and you can see it fits fairly snugly. There's a little bit of play fore and aft, but once you put a strap on there, it cinches down really nice, and still leaves plenty of room for other gear here. Now, something that wasn't planned but worked out really, really well was you can put a second jerry just like that, and it fits really, really tight. Well, not tight, but just perfect. There's very little fore and aft movement, so if you needed a little bit more extended range, then this works out really well. Forgot to mention earlier, but these brackets I've added under the basket for extra support also were a perfect place to drill a couple holes and hang my front runner kitchen set. So it really helps kind of make the kitchen area at the back of the Jeep. Hey guys, thanks again. Hope you enjoyed today's short video on my cargo rack here. Hopefully it inspires some projects and some more do-it-yourself stuff. So if you found this at all entertaining or useful, please like and subscribe. And if you do build something similar or have something similar you want to share with me, please leave a comment down below. And I always try to read and respond to all the comments that I get. So thank you in advance. So take her easy, stay safe.